Settle into the space that you have chosen for this pathworking. If you have a candle, light your candle now. Relax comfortably and prepare for your meeting at the Crossroads. Take a few moments looking around at your surroundings and the flame of the candle. Breathe deeply and fully as you settle into a space that is quiet where you will not be disturbed. Let yourself sink more deeply into the weight of your physical body pressed into a chair or against the floor. Offer up this declaration as you settle into the space between the worlds. On this night of the veil's wider opening, I enter into this exchange alone and with humility in seeking out the goddess of the crossroads and magic. I will call to her as the crone whose power is found in the silence that is born of true gnosis. Here is the power that summons me from my place of silence and calls me to action from the wisdom of my experiences. As I settle into my space of meditation, I call upon the courage needed, as I know this will not be an easy journey, and the wisdom I seek is one of great responsibility. Now, consciously and fully become aware of the silence and the accumulating density of the energy surrounding you as you move from this space of linear and physical structure, crossing through the veils of connection and the astral realms. You breathe deeply again, and on this exhale, your inner vision finds you standing in the blackness of night within a small space of circle that extends out quartered into 4 paths. It takes a bit of time for your inner eyes to adjust and see more clearly, and when they do, you see these 4 paths now stretching out from each corner as long, thick threads of dirt. There is no ending in sight, and nothing surrounds but vast, open space. You stand at her crossroads, and the air is thick and still. You stand silently waiting as energetic anticipation floods through you like electrified water. You feel the presence of spectral forms brushing around you like gentle flutters of breeze, and know that some of these are your own ancestors eager to commune. You breathe into this energy and offer up gratitude for their presence and ask only that they come to you again at another time as the work that is required you, and you only must do, alone and unaided. Before the last musings of this request, the air clears in a rush, and although still dense, you know that you are not alone. You close your eyes briefly and open them, sensing a larger and more insistent energy now surrounding in the darkness. You see Hecate's form, the crone of wisdom rising up in front of you. She stands before you, and you bow in reverence, averting her gaze and hoping she will not see your fear and doubt. She has the appearance of age, dressed in thickly layered black gowns and hood, cloaking strands of long gray hair. Her face is etched with wrinkles you cannot see, and her great power is not masked by gentleness in this form. It is palpable and oppressive, stern, and commanding of respect as one of long life and great vision may expect. She holds a lantern that is dimly lit in one hand and an intricately carved rowan staff in the other. Before your words of devotion are uttered, she knows what counsel you seek from her, and black pools of penetrating eyes seem to flow forth, peering into the very depths of your soul. You feel the mind touch of her triplicity of form, and visions of these forms and other encounters you have had with her move like a slideshow through your mind's eyes. As each presents, the memory of these passes through you awakened and fully intact. You remember the joy felt in running with her as the maiden. All was a new experience, and the crossroads she offered then were ones of forming your adult life and the pleasures and pains of trial and error. You remember the gentle rocking of the mother's womb as you gave birth to your creative expression, and the crossroads of offering were the learning grounds of becoming productive and reliable as a source of nurturing and support of what you had hand in creating. You feel the strength of these memories, and in answer to the question you have yet to ask, the power of her presence swirls about you. She reaches out and, extending a long bony finger, beckons for you to follow her. You hesitate briefly, calling up your courage, and you know that nothing goes unnoticed by this wizened being. Her energy reaches from behind and pulls you forward, urging you to keep pace. The roads merge into one that slopes gradually downward, and despite the light that emanates from her, the blackness thickens quickly around you. Silently, reverently, you spiral down into the depths of the underworld, into the depths of your own being and your place of remembering and knowing. Stories of your life whisper, surrounding in the drone of their continual telling. These are the memories of all that has brought you to this time and place in your life. All that has brought you to seek the wisdom of the crone. You feel the loosening of Hecate's pull and realize that you have been moving of your own intent for several moments now. The way is dark, but instinctively you know the path. This is a road you have traveled at the end of each lifetime. There is no fear of staying too long in this place. Intuitively, you know that this is not your final trip on this life's journey. You continue to move forward and see just ahead of you the silhouette of Hecate's form, and move towards it, eager to be closer in step with her. As you approach, the silhouette appears to glow dimly from within its form, and she turns to face you. There is a depth of recognition, yet this form appears to be constructed of a substance like dense smoke, and the facial features shift and move so that you are presented with yourself through the many phases of your life. Some have occurred, and others are yet to be. It is of no matter, as time is eternal in this space, and all converges towards the now of your experience. You see the child with bright, inquisitive eyes. You see the adolescent filled with great ambition and plans. You see the young adult and the settings and people that are part of this life. You see the face of the mature adult who has accumulated a wealth of experiences marked by successes and failures, love and loss, wisdom and folly. You see the face of yourself as you are now, knowing that you will continue to age and mature as the future is written by your life's work. And you also see the mask of death that you will one day wear, becoming an ancestor for another who seeks wisdom's guidance. The form changes once again, and it is now the goddess Hecate who stands before you once again. You hear her words saying that you and she are one, and you feel the great weight of their meaning. She tells you that the mantles of youthful energy, mature nurturing, the wisdom of aged and ripened experience, and the mysteries of death are always within your grasp. She reminds you that we each must move through these cycles and these changes, and the acceptance or denial of their power matters not. They are still part of our being, and those who seek to know their mysteries will step more fully and with grace into their own power. These courageous souls will become those who take up the path of teaching, mentoring, and guiding others on the path to the goddess herself. You think on these words, and they seem to echo all around you, enveloping and embracing you. You breathe in deeply and call out your given name, now with renewed power and strength, in witness of Hecate and all those paths of your life that have defined and molded the person you have become. You declare declaration. You repeat your name, infusing it with all the energy of the journey you have experienced and the wisdom you have gained, and find that the intent and sound is lifting you upwards. You find yourself standing at the center point of the crossroads once again, the place of beginning your journey. The air has changed and you feel alive with its lightened energy. You look up at the dark night sky and now see sparkling starlight. The goddess stands before you, issuing a final challenge and silently offering a mirror. Unafraid and fully present in your own power, you look eagerly into the reflective surface. Reflected back is a beam of light that knows the worth of self and the gift of life's experience in fueling this inner light to shine its brightest. The mirror fades from your hand, and you see the goddess smiling back at you. There are no words needed, and you silently offer her your gratitude for all she has shown you upon this path. You make silent promise to seek out Hecate's wisdom and to heed her lessons, that you may give freely of your experience to others, that they may seek her as well. You breathe deeply now into the space that you began this meditation and this journey. All that you have seen, all that you have encountered with each breath fades, dissipates, yet you know that the experience has been deeply embedded into the very core and center of you who now blossoms. You find that as you have come full circle back to the place of this beginning, you now have a renewed sense of purpose. Breathe in deeply. Fill your lungs with the air and the energy that surrounds you. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, open your eyes, taking in your surroundings, filled now with renewed purpose, knowing that the light of your making shines brightly in the darkest of spaces. Blessed be.